Hello, so we have, a roadmap of Montana. So this is the state of Montana, and we're going to focus on highways, interstate highways, U.S. highways, and being able to read a map in certain directions, okay? So first let's start on this page, a roadmap Montana. So introducing the map. Ask students if their families have ever planned a vacation by car. If they have, their parents have probably used a road map. Show students the roadmap of Montana. Talk about the primary roads. Define primary road as a major interstate highways and US highways. Tell students that these highways have special symbols and numbers. Look at the legend to see the symbol for an interstate highway. Have students name the interstate highway of Montana. Tell them that each interstate highway is part of a national network of connected roads. Then have students notice the U.S. highways shown on the map. Again, look at the legend to see the symbols. Tell students that this map shows a sampling of U.S. highways in the state. Tell students that these are numerous state and country roads in Montana, which are called secondary roads, but that they are not represented on this map. Have students find Billings on the map. They should notice that interstate highways 90 and 94 meet at this point. So those two highways meet at the city of Billings. This is called a highway interchange. Look at the symbol for interchange. Students should notice that there is a scale on the map. Teach students that a scale measures the distance on a map. Most maps use a bar scale, which is shown in both standard and metric measurements. For the purposes of this lesson, students will use standard measurements. The map of Montana uses a scale of 1.5 inches to represent 100 miles. Talk about how many miles half inch and 1/4 inch represent. As a class, find the distances between two cities. Explain to students that since the roads are not shown as straight lines, they will need to use estimation skills to find the mileage between cities. Introducing vocabulary. Bar scale. A graphic that compares the distance on a map to the distance it represents. Highway interchange. A place where roads meet or join. Interstate highway. A major public road that is part of a nationwide highway system. The interstate highway. The interstate highway system was created after the U.S. highway system. Legend, or key, is a list that explains the symbols on a map. Road map. A map for motorists that show the highway of an area. Scale. The ratio between the measurements on a map and the actual measurements, as in 1 inch represents 100 miles. U.S. highway. A major public road that is part of a nationwide highway system. The U.S. highway system was created before the interstate highway system. Okay, that's our reading. Now let's look at the map. And I forgot my pen, but I got it now. Okay, so road map. So here is the state of Montana. Here is Canada, so this is the border between the US and Canada. So then towards over here on the dotted lines, you can see that that is a different state. So here is Montana, here is Idaho. Okay, so this is Idaho coming along this part. Then we can also see that cutting off right here, would be Wyoming. And then cutting off over here is South Dakota and North Dakota. Okay, so then we can see that the scale is right here. So the scale is that from here to here, like if you were to use a ruler, is 50 kilometers. Here to here is 100 kilometers. Here to here is 50 miles. here to here is 100 miles. So if I were to measure from this to like one piece right here on the road, I would say right here is about 100 miles. Here's the compass, north, south, east, west. Here's the legend. The star is a capital. Circle is a city. So the capital city of the star is the capital city of the state. The dotted lines is the state border, just like I showed you. So Wyoming, South Dakota, North Dakota, Idaho. Then coming over here, we have, it's hard to see. So coming over here is when you see a symbol like this, even though if it doesn't have that 90, but it has that it looks similar to that, that is an interstate highway. When you have a symbol like that, depending on whatever number it is, but it still is a US highway. And then that square looking symbol is where a highway interchange happens. Okay, so now when we look on the map, we see there are darker shaded lines. And so that's the city of Bozeman. This is Interstate 90, 94, 94, 90, 90, 90. If we go north, we have Interstate 50, US Highway 12. Okay, so we're going to be using those to be able to answer these questions. So Monday number 1. There are 2 major kinds of roads on the map. What are they called? There are 2 major kinds of roads. So it's going to be 2 major kinds of roads right here. Interstate highway, US highway. Okay, that's Monday number 1. Monday number 2. Name the 2 highways that run in a north to south direction through Montana. So from the top to the bottom, north to south through Montana. So I'm going to look at my map and starting from the top, from the north, I see this first one right here coming down. So there's one. And then this one right here coming down, there's another. So those are interstate what? And the US highway what number? Write it down for Monday number 2. Tuesday number 1. Name the 2 interstate highways that run mostly in an east to west direction through the state. So from east to west. So from east to west, so that's 2 interstates. What numbers are they that if you were to drive on that road, you would start from this way and you can go in this direction. 2 of those. Tuesday number 2. If a person were to travel from Missoula to Billings, which interstate highway would he or she take? So you need to find the Missoula, city of Missoula, which is, so Missoula is right here, and then they're going to the city of Billings. Billings is right here. So which road would they take just if they live here and they're going to drive through and end up right here? They would have to take which interstate number name? Write that down for Tuesday number 2, and that is all of our daily geography.